Hey guys, it's Keith McGowan, the Outboard Dad, back here at Bill's place. Please
Morning, Keith.
Morning, Bill. Please like, subscribe, and send me any comments. Bill, what did you do?
So I did some math. I am probably selling this boat next spring. I had an issue with the OX250 that was rebuilt. The power head is perfect, compression's good. The seals in the lower unit went, and the trim pump went.
Okay.
To replace the lower unit, I don't know if it was just the seals. It might have been the whole lower unit because it kept locking up when I was running. So I'm assuming the gears are shot.
We got to open it up and see what it looks like.
Yeah. So that's an animal I didn't feel like tackling right now, and the trim pump went again. This is the third trim and tilt.
Okay. Motor?
One. No, the pistons are going bad.
Oh, okay.
Like, so they're leaking through the seals.
Okay.
So what I decided was, by the time I dumped X amount of dollars into this engine, I could get this engine, which is a 4-stroke.
So you weighed the value.
Yes, I weighed the value of the two engines.
Yep.
And I ended up getting this engine on a used market from a guy I know.
Nice.
He buys and sells outboard engines, and he at this point he does it for a living. This engine came off a 2007 regulator out of Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay.
The reason I went with this engine is it has 1,110 hours on it.
Okay.
Off the computer, I believe is what it was. He's getting me the records, but it appears to have had the 1,000-hour service done at around 950, which is oil pump, tensioning arm, belt, all that stuff. And I got the engine at a pretty good number, which I'm comfortable with. And I know I'm going to add more than the value of this engine to this boat when I go to sell it in the spring.
So that's cool. I'm also curious. No one will know better now than you, who's doing this, the difference between same horsepower, 4-stroke,
Correct.
2-stroke to 4-stroke.
Correct.
So I'll bet you'll have more low end to pop out of the water. You may lose a little top end, but maybe you won't. Let's see.
I can count on one hand how many times I've gone top end.
Okay.
I'm not a speed demon. I'm more concerned with cruise speed, fuel economy, and like I said, I love this motor. This thing has been really good to me. It's been fantastic. Look at my motor sitting here. I have no anger or ill will toward it. I got at least 8 years out of it, and God bless it. It limped its way back to the dock, and it got back on its own power. So
we'll get into this one later.
Yes. Yeah, this one we'll talk about and see what the reclamation might be on it, or if it gets parted out, or what the story is.
All right.
But yesterday, with the help of my two daughters, I pulled this out of my pickup truck and mounted it. And
you got an engine hoist here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Over there.
Oh, yeah.
Right here.
2 guns engine hoist?
Yeah. So basically hung this one yesterday. Today I'm going to reconnect the steering. I'm going to run new fuel lines, just because the fuel lines are pretty old on this boat.
Okay.
Something while I have it apart, I'm going to do. I'm going to do lower unit oil, and when I bought the engine from this guy, for shipping purposes, he drains all the oil.
Okay.
So I'll be putting fresh oil in the head.
Okay. Was this a freshwater motor?
No, it was a saltwater engine.
Okay.
I'm assuming it was lift kept. But it was at a marina up in the Boston area, a high-end marina. One of the things Steve does, who I buy the motors from, is he looks for high-end marinas that are getting rid of their engines.
And what's the name of the place you got it from?
Steve Rapinski Outboards. He's on Facebook Marketplace.
Steve Rapinski Outboards. Okay.
Yeah. But what he'll look for is a high-end marina, because if you're keeping your boat at a high-end marina, for the most part, you're paying a premium. You're getting your maintenance done,
right?
And you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Good point. All the things are being taken care of.
Yeah, when guys are working on motors and they've got a 26 regulator like this came off of, the guys are more inclined to do their maintenance and do what they're supposed to be doing because they've got a high-end boat.
All right, so we want to figure out. I'm gonna look on YouTube to see where the drain plug is.
No, that's not it.
It's got grease inside there.
Yeah, see it? That's grease, right?
Yeah, it looks like grease. Aha! It's behind here.
Okay.
Hey y'all, Captain Shane Griplin's Fishing. Today's video is part 2. I've already changed the oil in the Yamaha 250. Now we're gonna, alright. What you're gonna need now, cover off, it's going to be a number 4 millimeter Allen.
Oh, there's an Allen key in there.
Right here. Just put your number 4 in there.
Thanks, YouTube.
Let me get my Allen key.
And I said, well, do you have a different Allen key? You know, because mine look like 7s. Or, you know, yeah, I don't see anything in here, so it's got to be
I think
on
it comes
your side.
from this side and goes across. I gotta grab those today.
So, are you doing water pump too, or is that
No,
been done?
water pump's good.
Okay.
We had this apart. We had this off yesterday.
Oh, okay.
When he showed me, he wanted me to see inside it,
Uh-huh.
and we scoped it, and
Oh, okay.
you know,
That's a good idea. So that's smart. You took the time to look at that exhaust housing because those rot out sometimes.
yep, it's got to be right there, right?
It's there.
Remember, it's
I gotta get. I can't see it.
He made it look really easy,
Of
Bill.
course he did. That was his 15th take.
Oh, I see it.
A number 5. I'm assuming he's talking about a 5 millimeter, right? He said a 5. That's
no,
a 5.
that's not it. That's too big, and I think this one's too small.
So maybe it's SAE. Although I don't think there's anything SAE on these motors.
Yeah, it's definitely in between these two is what I would seem.
Yeah.
And this is the next size. Oh, these are tight.
Well, they're also different sizes because they fell apart and I put them back together.
Oh. It's like it's not going
It feels
in
like
all
it's
the
coming.
way.
This is definitely getting looser. Well, I thought it was getting looser.
Either that or we're just playing with it and it's wiggling around. Because I can't tell if it's turning or not.
This is supposed to be the easiest thing to do, Keith.
Yeah, come on, Bill. Hmm.
Can you see in there with this?
Definitely something I'm missing. I can see it, and I can see the angle we need to be at, and I'm definitely in there with this one. And maybe it is coming off.
Yeah, I see it moving. Yeah, it's coming.
I think I'm turning and I'm just like skipping, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe like a small Phillips head we could fit in there? Or a Torx? Do you have
Or-
a Torx?
No, but once I get it out, I'll bring it because I got to go to the marine shop anyway. I'll bring the.
I don't think I'm turning it anymore.
Still nothing, huh?
Let me see what else I got.
Yeah, it feels like it's spinning inside it, like you
How
said.
about this? So look at this.
Oh,
Now you're on it.
yep. Now I'm on it. You gotta. I'm glad you're here, Keith, because this would have been pried out.
You break it off, right? And then you say, I'll just get a new one, right?
Whatever bit that is what it is.
See if it's labeled on here. But yeah, you just got to get Allen key bit for that. You can hold on to that. You never use it.
Well,
I'm just going to leave it right here for you.
all right. That'll be my lower unit pathway to
You
heaven.
can buy me a beer one time
I think I owe you more than
when
one.
we work in the afternoon. Now I feel like I've been helpful. Now is the plug on that side or the other side?
I might better be on the other side because it ain't here.
Yeah, I don't see nothing here. Just messing with you.
You know, Keith. This one I was starting to like you.
You got that out, the last one?
What's that? Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you don't take my tools.
Hey, listen.
I gave you one.
I'm
so-
already, listen.
Yeah, I mean, look at that.
Yeah, close it up then. That's perfect.
It was nice and green.
Like I said,
clean.
the motor's been maintained.
Yeah.
So there's no point in redoing it if we don't have
No,
to.
but it's good to check. So
100%.
here's the mistake that I made the first time I paid someone to redo my lower unit. I took it out of the water, came back, didn't check it, put it away for the season. So after you run it is the time to check it, right?
Yeah. Like I said, I'm just, I don't want to blow anything up.
Yep. You're using common sense, Bill.
Sparingly.
I knew there was something wrong with you.
Sparingly, Keith. Very sparingly.
All right, so that's good. So what do we want to jump to next? What's your...
Let's put that part back on. I'm going to blow this out a little bit, Keith. Okay.
So your number 4 fits right in there, Bill.
Does it really?
Number 4 fits right on there.
He said 5.
He said 5 and then he said 4, so...
I'm writing the internet. I'm mad. You tighten this up good?
Yep. Okay. You trust me?
Absolutely.
I was going to say as far as you can throw me, but I think you could throw me pretty far, so...
Listen, after hoisting this, my daughter says to me yesterday, she goes, God, you're strong. Because I had her over there and I'm like, I go, hon, I didn't lift the whole thing. Kind of don't like this low end pickup.
Right.
Only because I'm in such shallow water. I feel like I'm just
going to get more sand in it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at some point I'm going to see, I'll do my homework over the winter and see if this is something you
can be eliminated.
You can delete it. I'm sure, I would imagine they sell these.
A blank off plate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because unless it needs the water, I don't know. But
yeah, that's a good good thing we can research to see.
Hey Keith, one thing you want to point out on some of your videos is mounting heights on engines.
Okay.
So
get the cavitation plate right?
Yeah, so one of the things we did wrong on Ed's boat, his Mako, was the engine was mounted at least a hole too low.
Too low?
Okay, so I was in it with him one time, and the water was hitting this while we were running.
Yeah, yeah.
I said, Ed, your engine's too low. He's like, what do you mean? I said, it's too low. So we took it back to the house, and the old trailer trick where you just lower the tongue, put a block under it, crank the tongue up. You leave the 2 bottom ones in, you take the 2 top ones out.
Yep.
And it slides up.
Yep.
So we ended up going from this hole to the 3rd hole.
Okay.
He picked up about 8 miles an hour on the same RPM. And I mean, world of difference.
So was your cavitation plate even with the bottom of the boat or maybe an inch higher?
No, so the way I sit this one up, this cavitation plate here is about 1.5 inches above the bottom of the hull.
Okay.
Which is kind of your sweet spot. You'd rather have it higher than lower.
Absolutely, yeah.